So I want to start by saying welcome back. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Make sure you leave some comments as well. I might start doing some shout outs as well because some people are giving me good tips in that. So what I might do is just put a list of people's names or their channels down here. But in this episode, what we're going to do is we're going to plant out garlic. So I built this box here, pretty good sized box, but we have to get it filled up. So I'm going to have to make another sieve. And some people's asking me about how I make the sieve in that, so I'll make one this time. But make sure when you're making a sieve, make sure you're making it to the dimension of like a bucket or a wheelbarrow or something you can move. Because if you're doing, let's say you're doing loads, it's a long process if you just use a certain part and just keep sieving it there, and then you're gonna have to shovel it again. So you can just do it into a wheelbarrow or a bucket and move it. It's much quicker. So we will do that. So let's get this moved out. Let's get into the video. If you're new to the channel, last year I built this greenhouse, and everything I grew last year in the greenhouse was pretty much trial and error. And the problem I had, so I tried to grow garlic in here, but it didn't work out too well. And the problem is because this greenhouse here gets really warm. I mean, I think I saw just shy of 40 degrees, or it was 40 degrees last year, so that's way too hot. Like stuff like peppers, we love it, but garlic, not. So this year, I've made a box to go outside to do it. One thing you want to do as well, you want to basically avoid any frost. So you want to wait till your last frost. I've checked temperatures and it doesn't seem like we're going to get any frost. It's all pretty much double digits from here on, so I should be fine. And even if I do get frost, I'm not too concerned because, for instance, I'm going to be burying the garlic cloves like pretty much down here. So we're talking about a foot down, and it's going to take a little while for it to even get to the surface. So I should be fine. Even if it was to get close, what you could do is add a layer of mulch, so that will protect it from frost. And really and truly, over here we don't really get like frost back to back. It'll literally be 2 days if that, and then that's pretty much it. So I should be fine. So what we need to do is we need to sieve out some compost and put it in this box. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some wood and we'll start making a sieve. So as you know, all my stuff are built out of pallet wood, and one thing I say about pallets is so good. Once you break them down, you get obviously wood out of it, plus you get nails, and some of these nails are like threaded, so they're really strong. I've actually run out of them, so I'm just going to use screws. But so here's my thing about making a sieve. So make sure, for instance, I'll show you, this is my other sieve I made. It does all right because it's the same size, like it's a bit smaller than like a large bucket, so it allows me when I'm sieving out, I can do that and I don't lose any. And this is good for like if you're making a seed mix, like a seed mix to start your seeds off. Perfect, because it's so thin it doesn't allow big bits of debris in. Perfect. But if you're making something for, like, I don't know, let's say for instance potatoes, you can allow a bit more bigger stuff, like bigger bits of matter to come through, because that will create aeration, so it's good. But what we're going to do is I'm going to make a simple sieve. So my one, I want it to be at least to be like a meter long. So when I mean this is so easy to make, it is so easy. You don't have to have no skills to do this. You can do this with a handsaw. I'm just using what I have. So I'm just literally going to do one at a meter long. No, we're going to do it less than a meter. I don't want it to be too big, and then, yeah, so we do it at 80. Yeah. So the reason the rain doesn't want to let me work, but we get through it. That's one side. Let's get the other one done now, quickly. So really and truly, I've got the first two sides. And if I wanted to, I could literally just use these two, and I might actually do it. Yeah, we are. So that's it. So I even need that third wood. So let's quickly put this together. So we got the frame made. You see it's a decent sized frame. What I want to do is now I want to put a different kind of mesh on this one. So I want to put it bigger than the gaps on the small sieve I've got, but not too big where it lets too much in, because I can multi-use it. So I can use it for like a potting up mix, like to make a potting up mix, sieve out a potting up mix, or stuff along them lines. So get some mesh. So the mesh I'm going to use is this one here, and you can see the gap is a bit bigger than that one there, but I thought I had more, like a bigger piece that can start straight end to end and go down. I don't, but I've got a bunch more of it. It doesn't matter if it's not one solid piece. You just want it to be stapled down as tight as you can, because if you don't do it tight, it's going to have a bow in it, and then once you start putting stuff in it, it's going to get weightier and weightier, and it might pop out. So just try to do it as tight as possible. So let's start putting some of this on.
You're pulling on my walls down. I've never been exposed like this before. I'm good at shutting you out.
We got that all done. As you can see, sieve works fine. Should be all right. So now for the fun stuff. Let's sieve out some compost. For the first, let's say half a foot is going to be a bit more, have a bit more matter in it. I don't mind it breaking down whilst it's in that box. We say the top foot is going to be much more thinner. So I'm going to make sure I sieve that out a bit better. And I'm going to use, but so far there's quite a bit of worms in there, which is lovely. All the worms that I find at this one, just throw back. So we do one more load in this one, and then we'll dump it out. So that's the first load. Let's get that dumped out. If you know about this one, this is my yellow raspberry I took out, and as you can see, it's got buds on it. I might be giving this one away. I've got too many now. So let's move them out. Another little one down here, and one big one down here. This one will do well anyway. I know it. Ooh. And see how much just one load does. Let's get another one in.
You're pulling on my walls down. I've never been exposed like this before. I'm good at shutting you out. I've always had a way of keeping closed. Beating, hiding, I've been calling out your name from the darkness, thinking it's too late. If you're finding I've been too much on your plate, I'll keep hiding. out your name. Tell me how you're feeling since you got me out in the open. Now I'm ready to dive in. I know you told you it would be a slow burn. Beating, hiding, I've been calling out your name from the darkness, thinking it's too late.
Oh, see a nice big worm there, and that's going to go into my compost bin. Yeah, so let's get the last bit from the potato patch. One thing I can say, this sieve is working perfectly. So I'm going to take from, oh, there's a worm stuck in. You that? There you go. So I want to take from the middle bit of this box. So many worms in this patch, it's crazy. This should be the last one. Let's get it dumped out. So like I was saying, got the last one dumped, and what I want to do now is throw some fresh compost or bad compost. This compost is from last year, so I'm going to throw that on the top. Oh.
Calling out your name, calling out your name, calling out your name. Beating, hiding, I've been calling out your name from the darkness, thinking it's too late. If you're faded, I've been too much on your plate. I'll keep hiding.
So we got that all done now. That's the good part. Let's start planting out some garlics. So the way we're going to do this is, I normally do my thumb and finger, but I think this box is pretty, like a decent size. I feel like I can get 3 in a row. So all we're going to do is, we're just start putting them out. And I don't like to wear gloves when I do this. I like to be at one with the soil. So where you want to do it, so if you've never planted garlic before, where you see you've got a flat bottom end, it's like the root end, and you've got a tip. So what we're going to do is put the bottom end down and the tip facing up. Simple. So I just want to put it there, and then I'm going to push it down about a finger's depth. And I'll say don't cover over the thing just yet, because sometimes you forget if you've done it, and then you put a second one on top of it. So I'm just going to put 3 in a row. The reason why I'm growing it in this box and not the other box, because I like the smell of garlic. When it grows, you can smell it. So I wouldn't mind having this whole bit smell a bit like garlic as I'm entering and coming out of the greenhouse. I'm going to show a couple more, then I'll do it, just in case some people don't want to watch me do it. So let me show a couple more. And sometimes the garlic's got a cap. There's the robins back again. Let's try and get him on camera. Sometimes you've got a cap on the bottom of it. Just peel that off. That one, for instance. All right, let's get the rest done. Now what you're going to do is just level it out. Fix that as well, because you're getting a nice song from these birds. Just like that. And one thing I like to do at the end is, this is what I do. So every milk jug you get, cut it, because it makes such a good scoop. It's literally, and sometimes you can cut higher so you get a bigger volume in the scoop, but it's really good. And what I like to do is, this is fish blood and bone meal. I like to just scatter some on the top and then water it in. You don't need to do this, but I do. Like that. Let's water it in. And that's it. So we got that done. Just got a delivery. Should we open it now to show you on camera what it is? Nah, you have to wait for next video, because the next video is going to be a good one. But on that note, I want to say thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment. Really hit up the comments. I love the comments. Sometimes people give me good tips. But for now, catch you in the next one. Bye bye.